Mr. Sylvester, what would you say are some limitations of AI?
Okay, limitations of AI in research, just as Dr. Musa has, he had actually tried to point out, while he was talking about some of the advantages and confirming that yes, AI can be used in research, I believe he also touched on some of the impact, the negative impact that it can have on users, right? But your question about the limitations of AI, first, remember I talked about AI as a model, something, a computer that is trained based on data. Now, one of the first limitations that if, just like what Dr. Musa talked about, AI literacy, if our students, if our researchers, lecturers get to know the limitations of AI, the way many of us depend on it 100% right now, we will not be doing that. So imagine me telling you now that this AI model, ChatGPT you are using, only has information up to a limited period, let's say 2021, and it does not know anything from that time till date, except you are on the paid version. If I give you that kind of information, you will know that, so this thing has limitation. I cannot trust it for something. So this is one limitation that AI has. The data you use in training an AI, if it is wrong, if it is biased, I'll give you an experiment to try. Go into ChatGPT. ChatGPT creates image now. Type, generate a picture of a beautiful baby for me. ChatGPT will give you a picture of a white, beautiful baby. Why?
Because that was the information that was inputted.
Because these models were trained with data from the Western part of the world, right? So there is bias already. So any black baby, does it mean they are ugly? Is not beautiful, right? So the data is definitely, the result you get from AI is going to be flawed once the data used in training it is either biased or incorrect. And this is what many of us fail to not understand when we use AI. Then secondly, like I do in my trainings, AI is created by humans. Humans are created by God. Can you see that a limitation is clear there? So there are things we have, human intuition. AI does not have that. The ability to understand clearly what context is. AI does not have that. AI does not have emotion. My younger brother in the UK sent me a video a few months ago about a robot in a restaurant that was serving meal. You just program the meal you want in the robot, no staff in the place, and the robot brings the food to you. Now imagine what we are promoting now, no more human encounter. Imagine if before the robot comes back, I have broken the heart of my girlfriend who I came out on a date with, and she's no more interested to eat. If it was a human that comes, she would see the appearance in my face and try to talk with me. But the robot has been programmed to carry out a particular task. It says whether you like it or not, whether you are happy or not, you already ordered you already ordered for this food, right? So these are limitations. And another limitation that I also want us to know when we're using AI is there is potential of misuse. You see, many of us, especially in the workplace, and that's why I commend what you guys are doing here. In registry environment, administrative environment, you see everybody typing every memo into ChatGPT. You don't know what they do with that information. I don't know if you get me.
It's not user encrypted.
It's not entirely safe. That's why I said there's potential of misuse of the data we feed into these tools. So these are limitations. They are proof. There are some researches I highlighted in some of my works where AI was breached. The data of people were breached the first period time when ChatGPT came on board. So these are some limitations that we should watch out for when engaging with any of these large language models.
It's challenging. I must say it's challenging, but what we need to do as an institution or as lecturer is to make them understand that this thing is important. You can learn it, but let's train them. You can learn it to this extent. I remember when we were younger, our parents made a mistake by trying to tell all the ladies that once a man touch you, you get pregnant. But with time, as time goes by, and the children started to understand, but man touched nigga.
She's not pregnant.
Meaning our parents are lying to us. So recently, parents now know, that is important. Let us teach them sex education.
Education.
We tell them, okay, well, this is how this thing is, but it is dangerous. Don't do it, or do it this way, or do it this way. So building that into our new era now, artificial intelligence, that is what we need to tell our students. Let us introduce them to AI literacy. Let them tell them this is this. Okay, let's come out here and tell them, okay, yes, artificial intelligence is okay. These are the weaknesses of artificial intelligence. Don't over depend on it. Because in these worlds that we are now, that machine learning has taken over everything, having human intellectual input in research is very, very important. So we have to encourage our students. For example, recently now I'm writing a book on how to conduct research, and my first chapter in the book is AI literacy.
Wow.
Because I think it's important they know what this AI is, so that to stop them from over depending on AI.
Wow.
That was a lot, and at least we have got to see that with so much. Sir,
Yeah, ma.
in a bid to foster originality, we know plagiarism has always been, especially among undergraduates, when they are doing their projects, a lot of plagiarism goes on.
Yeah.
How can AI help to curb plagiarism?
Okay, it's already doing that, curbing plagiarism. But you know what? Maybe I should turn the question upside down for you.
Okay.
Because there's one professor, Professor Noam Chomsky. You can Google his name. He has done a lot of work regarding this area. And he's someone that doesn't believe in these generative AI tools. Do you know what he called ChatGPT and all these generative AI? He said, let's stop calling these tools AI, artificial intelligence, and start calling it for what they are. And what are they? Plagiarism software. Do you know what that means?
Academic.
No. What it means is that this ChatGPT, he sees them as thieves, intellectual thieves, that they intelligently go into the web, gather information of scholars, and intelligently rephrase them and present it to you. And you think that one oracle in your village has prepared something intelligent for you, not knowing that this is somebody's work. They have gone into databases, collected information. Now, what is that process? Not until China came with DeepSeek recently and showed us the thought process of how they get data. ChatGPT did not do that. If you notice right now, when ChatGPT is giving you result now, it's not telling you how it's getting the information, unlike what they used to do before. Okay, so let me come back now to the question. Now, having telling you that these things are all plagiarism software in their way. There are many. Turnitin, for instance, is very strong in not just for plagiarism now, but for AI detector. Quillbot also, few months, I think last year, also introduced an AI detector. Yes, Quillbot. Yes, that's what many people don't know, because people were collecting content from ChatGPT and running to Quillbot to paraphrase it. Now Quillbot now has an AI detector to even make their work easy, so that when you get a work from ChatGPT, you give it to Quillbot AI. Quillbot AI tells you if it's 100% AI or human, and then from there you now start rephrasing. But the bad news is this: Turnitin AI detector and some of these AI detectors are able to detect when you even paraphrase these things. And that's what many people don't know, because if they know, they won't be relying on AI the way they are doing right now. And your question says, where is the place of originality here? Right now, the place of originality here is when you get any results from any AI tool, make sure you verify. Make sure you go through to certify that that thing is actually true. For instance, we are all aware that ChatGPT does not give you very good reference. It hallucinates. It just does tumbu tumbu based on patterns that it has gotten from data. Good, it's not reliable. So these are things that we should look at, because, and one tip I would like to give our viewers is this, which I know some people will try. When you live here, you try this out. And what's that tip? You see these AI models, when they say Turnitin detected a work 100%, do you know what they are checking out for? They are checking out the structure of your work. how you write. The way a human being writes is different from the way AI writes. AI's writing is so robotic, so structured, so perfect. Are we together? In other words, the human writing, if I'm to write an article today, now you will see my first paragraph can have 500 words. 200 words. The other paragraph can have 300 words. You see some inconsistencies. Some parts are complex, but AI is just consistent with its style. So when these plagiarism tools check, these are the things they check out for, and they say your work is detected. And lastly, when an AI detector tells you that this work is 100% AI, don't believe that work entirely, because these things are still in the development phase. Are we together? So if Turnitin tells you today that your work that you wrote with your hand is AI generated, don't believe it entirely. Put it to further review.
Maybe as a lecturer, you can call the student and say, this work.
To defend.
Yeah.
Exactly. So don't trust that, because you run it through a plagiarism of AI detector, this work is, because it's causing confusion in the academic sector right now. And those people under their software, they will tell you, please don't rely on us 100%. We are still in our developmental phase. Yeah.
Okay. You can send your questions to WhatsApp. Phone number will be on the YouTube platform. Okay. 090-575-13226. So
I have been using AI, not for you to cut corner, but to know how the system works.
Yeah.
It has come to an extent that if I see AI, even sometimes some information, I'm sorry to say, some information notices on ADUN is so AI, I know.
lacks the emotions of humor, the expression.
The originality. And again, I know how maybe that person that made the post, I know how he talks. So it's not this thing. This thing is AI. I won't say it, but I know. So, and there are a lot of people like that. So anytime we are using AI, we are trying to feel like we are trying to show that we are smart. Quote. There are some people there that are looking at you like, hi guy, how you go do AI now? Exactly.
And you lose trust.
Exactly, and trust.
You lose trust from your readers.
All these are some limitations to AI, and I'm saying this so that to discourage people, especially researchers and students, from using AI. There was a time I collected a student's phone, and then it was during exam, it was after the exam, and then on the phone I saw the question posted to the ChatGPT in mathematics with a prompt. ChatGPT, please
solve this math, this formula.
So I said, let me use this thing, let me test something. That time, one of our students, Moses, was around. I showed him this is the result of this AI. He told me that it's wrong. He said it's wrong. And I even went ahead to meet the lecturer to give me the matching scheme. I discovered the total answer is wrong from what maybe, I don't know if the student copied it or he just want to do it for his own solving, which is different from what that AI. So AI is not completely correct. AI uses people's data. And then when you send your data, once your data matches somebody's data, it will give you results from that somebody's data. So even if you are using AI, you have to really go through, scan through, and check through whatever.
Even if very cannot take the place of researcher.
It can never, as I have mentioned, even with the super intelligent AI, it can never take the place of researcher. Or speaking for myself, it can never
exactly
my own place.
Because I would say for me, I would not give a definite answer of that. I would give an answer of a politician on that, because even the people who created AI, there's one of them, a prof that's called the godfather of AI. He has admitted that they are calling for alarm, because these are models that they teach how to play football. This is how to play to you. You pass it back to me. Now, these models on their own are now going beyond what they have been trained on. They are now dribbling you and scoring you. That was not in the manual you used in training them. So this super intelligence and artificial general intelligence that's coming, we don't know the capabilities of this thing. In Africa, for instance, we are still busy consuming ChatGPT, and meanwhile, these people are doing far beyond what we are doing. So AI models will come that will not need prompts, that will not need our inputs in future. So it's something that calls for us to be worrisome, hence the need for responsible usage, internet governance, and including AI governance, because there's possibility for me. Yes, yes, he mentioned it already.
The reason why
So,
I'm saying this
because the future is
I watch football and I believe most people watch football. There is no way AI can know how to play football and you enjoy it as I enjoy Messi and the rest. There is no way. So AI, even with the super intelligent, AI can never replace those players because like we are humans and we are biased for ourselves. Like we like ourselves. No matter what, we always like to see human stuff. We always like to see human playing football. We always like to see human pressing computers and the rest.
Let me ask you, Doc. Sorry to interject. If you are not told that if I play a particular video now of a deep fake of Donald Trump speaking, and I don't tell you it's Donald Trump, would you not believe that video?
Well, it depends on how the video is.
So the truth is, there's possibility that in the nearest future, with the way civilization started, there's possibility that who knows, we don't know what we should expect. So I won't encourage us to have a decision that see you Kai Laila is not possible.
You know, all this AI, there are so many regulations that are regulating how AI works. So at the same time, trying to no matter how AI is super, I cannot see AI playing football and sweating. You are not human. Let me give you an example. Over the years, growing up, we've always seen this video game, Nintendo. Like just trying to be like SmackDown fighting. And also the football, PS2, PS3, PS4, now PS5. Still not giving us the vibe of human playing. So systems will always come and improve. But at the same time, as systems are improving, human beings will also improve. So that's why I'm saying AI will replace those that are not ready to move with the trend. If you are moving with the trend, you continue to move together with the AI.
Okay, Mr. Sylvester.
Like you wanted to ask me a question.
Can AI research be used to promote social good and address pressing global challenges like climate change and talked about?
Okay, yeah. So thank God, he has answered. He has answered most of those questions. He talked about climate. He talked about in their biology field. So yes, it can be used for social good. For instance,
can it be used to fight crime?
Of course, it can be used to fight crime. Now, for instance, let me AI understand one of the strength of all these models is that they can predict. So you see, based on data they have been given, right, they are able to predict. So if an AI is embedded into your email, right? For instance, imagine how your spam folder works, right? How it's able to know emails that are sent from spammers or scammers. So things like that assures you that yes, AI can be used to detect different patterns in the kind of emails you receive and how to know which one is intended to hack you, and they give you warnings, things like that. Okay, so AI also is used in the medical field for treatments. Now imagine a doctor that would have spent 1 week giving you Panadol trial and error. With artificial intelligence now, you are able to recommend drugs, right, to treat particular ailments. Wait first. Okay.
Artificial intelligence can now do prescription for people.
Yes, not just that. We have a biology expert here that can confirm all this.
I'm having stomach pain.
That's the simple thing to do.
In fact, recently we have what we call telemedicine. So it's just like an AI feature where all the the information on the program correct.
Exactly.
So you just type your symptoms and then to predict your likely illness, then maybe the drugs. And if